What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Grant Team of the Season, the Lincoln, well, centre mid. I was going to say Cam, don't know why, but centre mid. He is a 4-star. He is a cheap little beast. He's coming in at 15,000 coins, so very, very easy to get. And he is from a silver pack, so you can get him in silver upgrades, you can get him in silver packs, or obviously you can get him in gold packs. So there is a bit of a difference there. No traits, unfortunately, in the game. In terms of kind of stats, though, it's where it gets a little bit interesting because we've got great sprint speed. Obviously, acceleration could do with some work. Shooting wise, 81 on the finishing and shot power. He is more of a box to box, if anything. He's got decent short and long passing, great free kick accuracy, so I'm very interested to see if we can get a free kick outside the box. Agility and balance is absolutely sublime. Great composure on him, which makes a change for a player that's come from a 66 rated card. Obviously, reaction is a little bit on the lower side. Ball control is nice. Obviously, the stamina is fantastic. No real jumping on him. He is, what, 5'10", so he's okay. Strength is up there, and the chemistry style that people are looking to put on him is the shadow, so that would turn him into more of a box to box. If anything, it would give him 96 pace, which would give him 93 acceleration and 99 sprint speed, so that is really good. And you'd end up with 91 stand and 90 sliding tackle. So I'm very interested to see, again, another English team of the season that comes in at 15,000 coins. We obviously got him first owner, thank Christ. And let's jump straight into him, into Grant, though. Let's have a look then. So okay, that agility, Marquinhos going to tackle, but we are going to win it back. Does seem, yeah, the agility will be nice with him. Obviously, as well, the 4-star is going to be pretty good as well. It is just, again, another cheap centre mid. We've seen plenty of box-to-box that are absolutely fantastic in the community. Obviously, we had Valverde, and he was next level. I think the only other person that I've really kind of probably done with, other than potentially maybe some of the icons, has got to be Team of the Year, KDB. So to get a player of that caliber for under a mil, I think KDB is actually quite up there as well now in terms of price, but to get that sort of level, went the complete wrong way, is absolutely fantastic. Whereas Grant for 15,000 coins is going to be very effective in terms of what you can actually do with him as well. And I think that's the best thing about EFL, and it's the kind of thing that I'm really always trying to push, is that you don't necessarily need like the best team constantly, but it is always nice, and everyone will have some sort of untradeable kind of decent players by now. Into Grant. Oh, I thought I managed to just chip it past them. Into Grant. Find Beckham down the wing. Lovely. I want him to continue on running there, but he's not going to. And find in the middle. Not quite. Into Grant. He has been very, very quiet in this midfield. Not really kind of seen him. Dinier's kind of taken all the spotlight. Managed to make a wicked pass, though. Find it into Beckham. I was going for something a little bit more fancier. It's into Grant, though. What can we find with him? Ooh, Kaka's going to take that away, though. Grant with the tackle. Can we get it back to him? He's keep on the move. Go the little 1-2. Finds the back heel, but the defender's going to get that one. Grant into Gomez. Back to Grant. What can we find? See the ball over the top. I think he may be offside, though. Great save from Armani, though. Grant watching Ozil again. Not the greatest in terms of defensive. Obviously, we have whacked the shadow, which obviously does give him so much. Does manage to get it away from Kaka there, but there is still a little bit more, I could say. I would potentially be looking at maybe a Hunter, if anything, and trying him up front more than kind of in that defensive zone. Grant's going to find him. Beckham. Lovely ball back. Can we find him again? We see him on this edge. Go for the left foot, and Doherty is going to get there. Grant leading the charge. Oh, tackled. Isn't necessarily the most agile player in the world. I feel like it is just the stat rather than actually kind of like how he actually performs. He still feels a little bit stiff to say he's got very, very good agility and balance. Into Grant. Does dispossess. We see the running from him. Try and pick him in. Into Beckham again, who's going to just get it. Going to go against their left back. Grant picks it up. Gets that ball in. That's a wonderful ball for the kind of tight corner that he had to do. That's a decent cross, to be honest with you. Into Grant again. I look down that wing. He has his moments. Yeah, he definitely has his moments of brilliance. And then sometimes he can just feel like the 66 that he was. But I'd say for 15k you can't really complain at him, to be honest. And I think that's personally what does a lot of kind of like special cards and new cards, because of the price tag. If you buy a million coin player, you buy a 15k card, you don't really expect much, so anything they do is very, very much kind of just appreciated. So I think that's where the EFL will do better than most teams in terms of the full EFL team, because literally the whole team would cost you about 200k, depending on who you get. Obviously there is obviously some higher rated, but in terms of kind of the low rated players, you're looking at literally about 150k max, and you don't expect loads from them, but then they are a nice special team to look at. We see the pace from him. Gonna have to turn back at least. Does open up that window for Beckham to go down in. What can we find from Beckham? Find a wonderful cross that is going to go into the keeper, but we do manage to get the free kick. And I wonder what actually. Grant had free kick accuracy. 85, 97, 91, 83. It's not awful, to be honest with you, but not personally what I want. And I think this is Grant over here. Can we find a little whipped ball in? It is. Oh, okay, so don't shoot from there with him. Into Grant again. The one thing that you can rely on him is he does manage to get the ball away. There is very little times where I think if it's not my fault, for instance, where he has not got the ball away. So that is very, very much a credit to him. Really decent on that attacking zone. Like I said, it's just the defense that I'm not overtly sold with yet. Grant with a beautiful challenge. Very much like Sol Campbell, sliding 4 days. It's, like you say, 15,000 coins, so you won't expect him to do the same role as like a Kante's team of the season, or a Kevin De Bruyne's CM, or a Valverde team of the season. But for 15k, honestly, you've got a good guy here. Agility balance, I personally don't believe that is the same. Like, obviously it's decent, but 99, 91, 510, I'm expecting a little bit more from him. But that being said, the pace is really nice. I thought that was actually really good. His passing and involvement in the game was very good. His moving forwards, I would say he's better at kind of going forward in the attacking sort of role than the defensive, and that is obviously why we do have the shadow on him, which does make his tackling that little bit better. But again, I always see chemistry styles as somewhat fake stats. Not necessarily that you don't get them upgrades, but I believe you get like half. So for instance, a 96 pace, if I put him next to a 96 pace base card and didn't do anything with the pace, they would be faster than him, just naturally. You could pick the same animation, the same height, the same whatever weight, whatever you want to say, the body type, and they still would be faster. And that's just kind of how I see it. Obviously, until you find like complete factual results, the side-by-side comparison, you obviously are not going to get that. But for me, it's not bad. For 15,000 coins, he's a decent card. And I think that's what we're kind of looking at with a lot of these EFLs. We are going to be moving on to the likes of Tony, Clark Harris, as obviously we have finished all the communities. So we'll be trying to pick up all of these as much as we can. I feel like we can get every single one here. Obviously, this guy being the most expensive. Other than that, no one else is that expensive. So to be honest, we should be able to knock all of these out. We will try and probably get the left mid and one of the strikers up next, just to kind of keep everything alive. We've done a lot of the lower rateds, and we'll kind of throw them in as well. We will be doing all of them before obviously Friday, when we get Prem and another minor league, but we are looking to cover as all of the team of the seasons possible. Hopefully did enjoy this video though. I know some of the lower rated ones are going to be quick and snappy, tell you what's good, tell you what's bad, if the price is worth it, and then dip. It's not going to be a long detailed kind of explanation on every single point, because that's going to be saved for all of the most expensive ones. Because 15,000 coins, you go and buy him, you play a couple of matches, you don't like him, you can sell him, you won't really lose any tax. Whereas you buy someone 550k, even if you don't like him after the first game, you've lost tax there. Whereas I think, 15,000 coins, you lose 750. For me, that's one game. You've probably made the tax back just from playing that one game with him. But hopefully did enjoy the video. I'm going to give him a solid 8.2 out of 10. Let me know down below what you think. Like and subscribe. Peace.